Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, where we rejoin Empress Short, who of course last time out put the Catholic Pope very much in his place. The great holy war between Catholicism and Teaism sort of came to nothing really, it sort of petered out. It was a bit of a formality for the mighty forces of Teaism, whose faith in their cups and saucers and teapots and other assorted tea-making paraphernalia saw them stand firm and send those pesky Catholics back home with their tails very much between their legs. And then, just for good measure, our beloved Empress then took another bit of land from the papacy. I think it was over here somewhere, which means that they are now left with just one single county right here. So the Catholic Pope and Catholicism in general, I suppose, have been well and truly humiliated. And that's surely it. That is surely it for Catholicism. I think now that might well be the end of Catholicism as we see it. The final roll of the dice did not go their way, and that leaves glorious, wonderful Teaism to become the one true faith. And just to make sure that Teaism is properly recognised, officially recognised as the one true Christian faith, we did go and get our hands on a couple of counties that we need to go and mend the Great Schism. So of course, we got our hands last time on the county of Byzantium just here, and we also, in a kind of job lot in the same war, which was quite nice, got our hands on the county of Antiochia, which I might be pronouncing wrong. I probably am. But yes, we've got our hands on those two places there, and we need those two to complete our work on mending the Great Schism. Because yes, now you can see that we completely control Byzantium and Antiochia and Roma, and they are all under Teaist rule. So the only two we now need are Jerusalem and Alexandria. Both of these are going to be tricky. They're going to be trickier to get. We have got ourselves a claim being fabricated on Jerusalem right now, and it's not going to take that long. How long is that going to take? A couple of months. And that is it. So we could go and get Jerusalem, but then yes, over here is going to be quite tricky. Alexandria could be trickier to get our hands on. I mean, we could possibly do some fabricating of claims down here as well. I'm not entirely sure, but let's get this one first. Let's get our hands on Jerusalem first, and then we'll go from there, I think. However, we do have ourselves a little bit of admin to get sorted first, just before we get time moving on. And of course, there's always admin. There is always a bit of admin, because we're running a massive empire, a big, huge empire. So there is bound to be a little bit of paperwork every so often. So we currently have 21 prisoners. That is a lot of prisoners. So let's go through all of the prisoners and either convert them over to Teaism if they're not already Teaist. And if they are Teaist, we'll look at what we can do with them. Maybe we'll ransom them out, or maybe we'll make sure they renounce their claims or whatever. But yes, we'll make sure we go through all of our prisoners. Oh my goodness me, something huge has just happened. Something absolutely massive for the Cupboard dynasty. Oh my word. Right, so we were just quite happily letting people out of prison. We were just letting them out. We were converting them to Teaism first, of course, giving them their lovely new Teaist teapot, and then sending them on their merry way. And then this screen here popped up, accompanied by the dreaded dying icon at the top here. So this is telling us that our beloved Empress Short is now at death's doorstep. And that was a bit of a surprise because, yes, her health wasn't brilliant, but she was sort of okay. Was it poor or ailing or something like that? You know, but it wasn't near death. She was sort of, hanging on in there and, being all right. But no. This is telling us that she is pretty much on the way out. She is at death's doorstep. Again, just run away from death's house. Go down the road or something. Don't go in death's house, whatever you do. But then the reason for it is here. And this is a shocker. This is absolutely shocking stuff. This is going to change everything. So it says here, the gift. Queen Herogith has sent me a gift. A lavishly decorated box filled with gold. As I run my hands through the coins, I feel as if the room starts spinning around me and my breath grows short. How unexpected, and what a curious effect. And all it doesn't even give us any money. I mean, she sent us a box of gold. It doesn't even give us any money toward the treasury, but it does give us not feeling well for 7 years, which is a severe health penalty. Our own daughter has attempted to murder us, and Queen Herogith is the current player heir. We spent a lot of time deciding on who should be the player heir, and we left it as it was. We left it as the regular kind of succession laws, which meant that Herogith would take over. But Queen Herogith has attempted to murder us. She has attempted to kill us with some poisonous gold. Oh, Herogith, how could you? We believed in you. We'd settled upon you taking over and looking after the entire empire, and now you have tried to kill us. Oh, Herogith, this will not do. This will absolutely not do at all. Okay, I mean, this is going to have huge, huge ramifications because, of course, Short is not stupid. She is not stupid. She is well aware that she got sent a box of gold from her daughter and then all of a sudden she feels ill. She can put two and two together and realise that her own daughter has tried to murder her. So this is going to change everything. This is going to change who is going to run the Cupboard dynasty, who is going to run the empire. It's going to change everything. So what we need to do is we need to press this and hope that we don't immediately die. Right, there we go. Time has been paused. There are still a couple of people in the prison. But do you know what? That doesn't really matter. I mean, this lady here is in the prison because I think she tried to... Did she try to murder our daughter or something? I can't quite remember now. Hang on. Is it in here? I can't quite recall. Whatever the case, I don't really know. But yeah, she tried to murder somebody. However, that's a little bit by the by, isn't it? That doesn't really matter right now. We need to choose what we want to do with our succession because this is not going to happen anymore. Herogith, you were due to inherit everything. You were going to become an empress. And then you tried to kill us and you do not mess with Empress Short. I mean, you know, she's wrathful. She is utterly furious with you right now. So no, this is not going to happen. You're now going to lose this. You're going to lose everything. You could have just waited. You could have waited a few years. I mean, how old is Short? 74. She's 74 years old. She wouldn't have been around that much longer, I don't think. But now this is it. You're going to lose this. We're going to designate another heir. I don't know who it's going to be, but we're going to pick somebody else. This is shocking. Can we do anything with you? Can we imprison you? No, because we have no reason to, because as far as the game is aware, she just sent us a nice gift of gold, a nice box of gold. But we know that gave us the health penalty. We know that Queen Herogith here has tried to murder us. Okay, well, this is certainly interesting. I mean, who do we want to take over now? Let's have a quick look at what is going on. We have ourselves all these other children, but of course, Herogith, no. Okay, right. Is there anybody? I don't think we have anybody that's zealous, do we? That would be wonderful. I mean, maybe one of the grandchildren might have zealous. And quite a few people in the comment section have said, skip the children, skip the sort of actual generation, no, not there. Skip the children here, so Short's immediate children, and go for one of Short's grandchildren to get a nice long reign in and, you know, look after the character from relatively young age and all that kind of stuff. That's actually quite a good idea. Let's go and have a quick look. Are any of the grandchildren of Empress Short zealous in any way? Because that would make sense. That would make sense. She would want somebody who is, you know, equally passionate about Teaism to run the empire now that she knows that her own daughter has tried to murder her. So yeah, let's go and have a quick look. Let's go and see if we can find anybody here that is zealous. How have we overlooked Princess Anna here? She is very, very good indeed. Look at that. Those stats are amazing for somebody that is 17 years old. She's kind of just sort of slipped under the radar a little bit. So she is Elswith's daughter. So she is indeed one of Short's granddaughters. And yeah, she's very good. She's got the pretty trait. She's got the hail trait. She's got the genius trait. She hasn't got the little rabbit one, the fecund trait. She's not got the fourth kind of physical trait, but that's fine. She's got the big three. She has a 3-star education. She is very sneaky. She's gone down the intrigue route. But just look at those stats. For somebody of 17, that is very impressive indeed. However, she does have some personality traits that I don't think Empress Short would like. She is cynical, is Princess Anna, and that's not good because that means that she doesn't properly believe in Teaism. She's sort of, you know, she's okay with it. She kind of goes along with it, but she doesn't really fully believe in it. And also, she's arrogant, and I don't think Empress Short would like somebody that's arrogant either. So they're not good traits, really. I don't think Empress Short would pick you. She would not nominate you as the heir, but my goodness me, you are very good indeed. I am surprised we've not really picked up on you before. Oh, hang on a minute. It doesn't matter what grandchild we would like to take over because we can't nominate the grandchildren. We can't nominate them at all. When we designate an heir, we have to pick one of our own children. So we can't skip a generation and go for the grandkids. We've got to pick one of our own kids. Okay, I mean, that makes it slightly easier in terms of the numbers because, yes, Empress Short has quite a lot of grandchildren. So it makes it easier in terms of the numbers. We've got 7 children. Obviously, I think we can rule out Queen Herogith. I think we can rule her out pretty much straight away on account of her trying to kill us and causing this succession crisis in the first place. So yes, we'll rule her out entirely. I also think that Ethelred would be ruled out. As good as he is cynical. So he doesn't fully believe in Teaism, so I don't think Short would pick him. I think she'd be a little bit disappointed at his cynical ways. So not Ethelred. So that leaves us with, so it should be 5 children. So Siegbert, Judith, Ethelfrith, and Elswith. That's only 4. 6 characters. Why can't we? Oh, we can't pick you. We can't pick Enswith because she is a matriarch. So she is now not allowed to, she's not allowed to rule anything. She's not allowed to take over or whatever because she's got herself this position here. Okay, that's fine. That's a bit of a shame because she is actually quite good. She's quite good. But she's cynical. Matriarch is cynical. Brilliant. Hadn't noticed that there. That works well. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So yes, it's now down to a choice of 4. Who has the best skills if you add them all together? Okay. Queen Elswith actually is the best. There's some very good stats. They're really good stats. And she is gluttonous, which is good. That is virtuous to Teists, +2 piety per month, and Teist opinion up by 20. Because yes, us Teists do love a good party. So there we go. That could be quite good. Short would like that. So Short would be okay with her not being zealous, because Short would be aware that Elswith would, have loads of parties. Okay, that's good. Then it's Ethelred, who we're not going to choose. Then it's Judith, who is again gluttonous. Judith is again gluttonous, and she's fighty. She is very, very fighty. So I think maybe it's a choice of either Elswith or Judith. Ethelfrith she's also, hang on, Ethelfrith she's fighty. She's not quite as good in terms of stats. Again, she's gluttonous. She is gluttonous again. Okay, this is very interesting. And then Siegbert is okay. He's very sneaky, but I don't think she'd pick him. I think she'd want either, Elswith, Judith, or Ethelfrith. And I'm thinking that maybe it might be Judith. It might be Judith taking over because she is fighty and Short would like that. She is wrathful, is Short. She's wrathful. She loves a bit of a fight as Empress Short. And so, yes, if she could get Judith in charge, Judith also loves a bit of a fight because, she's quite good at martial. So, maybe that's what we could do. She's very good at fighting herself as well. She's very, very good. And she would have 22, but she's wounded. So she's taken a little bit of a knock. So hopefully she'll get back on that soon. Hopefully that can go back up to 22. But maybe it would be Judith. But then we have to look at the children. So Judith has got Sig here, who's not particularly wonderful, and Wulfstan, who's even less wonderful. Oh, that's very disappointing. That is very disappointing indeed. Ethelfrith here has got loads and loads of children. Oh my goodness me. And Elswith also has many children, including Princess Anna. Including the very sneaky, very good for 17-year-old Princess Anna. That would make sense. Now, Short wouldn't nominate Anna herself because Anna is cynical. But if Elswith were to take over, Elswith could nominate Anna as an heir. So we might see Anna. It would go to Agelina. Okay, yes. I mean, she's compassionate and gluttonous. She's got some good traits going on for Teaism. They do like that. But I'm thinking maybe it's going to be Elswith. I think it might go over to Elswith. And yes, of course, she's got the best stats as well. She has the best stats. Oh, now I don't know again. Oh, this is a very tricky decision. Okay, this is not an easy decision. This is not straightforward at all. I've tried to put myself, once again, into the mindset of the splendid Empress Short, just to try and figure out how she would deal with this situation. And I genuinely think that she would pick Elswith. I mean, yes, okay, there is a nice advantage that Elswith has the best sum of all skills numbers there. So that is quite good. She has some very good stats. But I do think she would pick her. So as we've discussed, Elswith is gluttonous. That is virtuous to Tears, and of course Short is super Tears, so she would like that. She would like the fact that her daughter and the future Empress is going to be gluttonous and throw lots of lovely tea parties. That would make her happy. And also, Elswith is brave, and Short is brave. So I'd like to think that Short will be quite impressed by that. And it says there, opinion of brave characters +10. So she's going to like Elswith on account of her bravery. I think she'd be impressed that her daughter is brave. And her daughter hasn't gone down the martial route, but she is very good at fighting. She is very, very good at fighting. She has a martial of 16, and that's not with any kind of bonuses from, taking that as a lifestyle. That's just her sort of innate ability. So that is very good. That's really, really good anyway. So I think Short would be happy that Elswith could quite, capably lead armies as well. And she's very good at stewardship. So she is going to be very good at administering the realm and making sure it's all going nicely and all that kind of stuff. She's very good at diplomacy. I mean, she's brilliant at most things. She's very, very good. She's an eager reveller, so more tea parties going on. She is an administrator and she's an aspiring blade master. So again, Short does love a fight. She does love a fight. She loves leading an army. And I think she'd be quite happy with the person taking over the running of the empire, I think she'd be happy that they were an aspiring blade master as well. I mean, Judith is okay. Judith is good. She's very, very fighty. Her other stats are okay, except stewardship, which is terrible. She's rubbish at that. But yeah, she's okay. She is shy, however. I don't think Short would particularly appreciate that. I think she'd want somebody, who's ruling an empire to be a little bit more forward, a little bit more sort of bold and brave and kind of, up there and managing stuff and leading rather than being shy. And then Ethelfrith here, again, gluttonous, a lot of gluttony going on, which is quite good, but a bit paranoid, just as good. They'd like that, I think. She has, however, gone a bit reclusive. So again, she is neglecting her responsibilities. I think Short would see that as a very, very big negative. I don't think Short would like that at all. So yeah, and she's not quite as fighty. So I think it would be Elswith. I think it's time to designate Elswith as our heir and then hope, really, really hope that Herogith doesn't murder Elswith before we get to play as her as well. So here we go. Let us nominate Elswith as the heir. And there you go, Herogith. That is your punishment. You were going to inherit the lot. You were going to have everything, Herogith. And then you tried to kill us. You got a little bit power hungry and you wanted to rule a little bit earlier than you should have been. And now you're not going to rule anything at all. You're not going to have anything. In fact, if I could, I would revoke your titles. I would strip them away from you, but it is an act of tyranny. So I don't think we're going to do that unless we can somehow uncover that she tried to murder us or whatever. In fact, we kind of do know that. We sort of know that, don't we? So maybe, is it worth going to investigate her court? Is it worth going down here to try and investigate her court with our spy master to then maybe find that secret out? But then, do you know what? By the time that's happened, we are probably going to be a little bit dead. Okay, there we go. There we go. The heir has now been nominated. A new Empress is probably going to rule very, very soon indeed. However, we were in the middle of some admin, weren't we? Oh my goodness me, that was complicated. Right, this chappie here, let's demand you convert. There you go, go to Teaism. You, I think, are... I know you're Orthodox and Greek. Okay, we'll let you out now, but we'll demand you convert as well. Come over to the land of Teaism, please, you two. Come on. There we go. And splendid. An attempt on my life. I think we've already worked this one out, haven't we? Haven't we already figured out this? As I attend some local celebrations in the Cagliari, okay, I spend the evening drunk on merriment and tea. It should say tea. It should say tea there. Pretend it says tea. As I wake in the morning, it is to find myself in a damp cellar with a huge hangover, a newly built wall, almost covering the exit. Someone meant to bury me here. Oh my goodness me, this is undoubtedly the work of that spineless doxy, Queen Herogith. She tried to kill us again. Oh my word. Our daughter has sent us some poisoned gold to completely obliterate our immune system, it seems. And then also, she's tried to brick us into a cellar. This is shocking. Okay, right, hang on a minute. I will make her regret this. I can now rightfully imprison her. Oh, just you watch. Hostile skin resistance goes up. Right, hang on, where is she? There is Herogith. Right, pause, just in case we die. Herogith, you tried to kill us, and now we know it was you. Right, hello, go into prison, and we're fine with this. We're absolutely fine with this, because, of course, Short is wrathful, and Short is utterly furious. She is furious beyond words that her daughter has done this to her again. So, yes, in prison, please. Into prison with you. Right, you can clear out the prison. Yeah, you're going to go out the prison as well. There we go. Is our daughter going to go into the prison? There we go. Queen Herogith is now confined to her home. No, not her home. Not her home. How about we move her to the dungeon? Because that's where she belongs for attempting, twice it seems, to murder the Empress of the Empire of Cupboard. So you pop into the dungeon there. There you go, thrown into the dungeon. Very nice. That's angering her family. But, okay, whatever. Don't really care. And can we now revoke your titles? Can we take this away from you? No. It's still an act of tyranny. Even though you've tried to murder us. Really? Okay, that's somewhat extreme. I thought maybe, given that she tried to kill us, perhaps that might be, that might be a good reason there. But no, okay, fine, never mind. You can keep your title for now. Is there anything we can do? We can banish her. What does that do? Banish from the realm, arguably the harshest form of punishment. Banished landed rulers are deposed, while banished courtiers have their assets seized. Okay, so we could banish her. So that means she loses everything. So it would go down to Magnus here. Magnus is also sadistic, however. Oh no, and then we'd make an enemy of somebody else. Oh, crikeys. Okay, do you know what? No. We'll leave her in the dungeon for a bit. You can stay in the dungeon for a while and you can just think about what you've done. You've been very, very silly. And of course, we have some titles to usurp as well. So before we pass away, why don't we work on these? I mean, this was part of the administration that we were going to do very, very quickly. Very early on in this particular part. But yes, we've kind of been distracted by other things. Okay, the Duchy of Austria. Whereabouts are you, Duchy of Austria? Currently owned by Duke Hugo. Okay, well, not anymore. Right, who runs that bit of land there? Elsewhere. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll give that to you for now. We'll give that to you for now. So you can have the petty kingdom of Austria. So you look after that. And then we've got the Duchy of Istria, which is, that's right down there. Okay, we'll usurp that away as well. And of course we can do this because we had yet another war with the Holy Roman Empire and we took an awful lot of it away, didn't we? So there we go. So we will have that. We will remove the law. There's a male preference law on that. Yeah, remove that. That's nonsense. Get rid of that. And yeah, now we'll assign this to, who wants this? Who actually wants to have that? Elsewith again. Okay, right. So she owns quite a bit of land down here, does she? Okay, you can have that as well. You can sort that out. You know, it's all fine. And then Duchy of Steiermark over here. Right, usurp that away. And who owns that particular place? Queen Elswith again. Okay. She gets around a bit as Elswith. She's got lots and lots of land. Right, have another petty kingdom. Now, that's going to cause you some problems, but you can deal with that. You can, dish this land out to other people. And now the big one. We can usurp the Holy Roman Empire. For so long, we have been fighting the Holy Roman Empire. We've been at war with them for absolutely ages, and we've whittled them down from a gigantic, sprawling empire to just a handful of counties, kind of here and one just here. But now it's time for us to take control of the Holy Roman Empire. Let us usurp that away. It's going to cost us 1,000 gold. That's absolutely fine. And that's it. It is now done. The Holy Roman Empire title is ours now. What can we do with this? Because they have this very silly kind of, this silly sort of inheriting thing here. We have the elections going on. I don't really want that. So can we annihilate that? It's going to cost us 10,000 prestige to get rid of that. Oh my goodness me. Right. Okay, that's quite a lot there. Okay, right, so we can't get rid of that right now. But the election, I mean, we could nominate our own children, everything. Oh my goodness me. Right. So these are the people that are available to actually, become the... Oh, hang on. Who's the current emperor? Us. Empress Short. We own that title right now. It's our title. But at the moment, it's going to go to this guy. And he's going to rule the empire. Yeah, that's bad. That's a bad thing. We don't want that to happen, do we? Because then he's going to have that empire under his control. Which means that we haven't got that. Yeah, we don't want this at all. Can we remove this law really, really soon? Because yes, if somebody else takes over, if somebody else becomes the ruler of the Holy Roman Empire, won't they get all that land? Have we just made a terrible, terrible mistake in sorting this out? This isn't very good, is it? We can grant the title to somebody, so we can just give it to somebody. Of course, it's an empire title, so we don't want to give it to anybody. But this chappy here is going to inherit it. Can we not nominate ourselves? Surely we can nominate ourselves. Well, I mean, we should be able to. Surely logic dictates that we can say that we would like to hold on to our empire title. Or can we not? Oh no, this is all very bad. It might have just caused us a bit of a problem. Hang on, if we nominate Elswith, and then Elswith wins, and then we play as Elswith, we'll still have control of the Holy Roman Empire. How about we do that? Yeah, lots of people are nominating her anyway. So yeah, okay, Elswith, whereabouts are you in this gigantic list? There you are. Yeah, I will cast my vote for you, Elswith, which means you are now number 1. And of course, we will play as you at some point. I mean, I imagine quite imminently, given that we're still at death's doorstep. He's clearly gone out. We've gone to get some milk or something. But okay, fine. Let's move time on. Let's see how long we have left as Empress Short, who is wearing a slightly different crown, is she? Have you put on a different crown, Empress Short? What is going on here? I was expecting you to have a slightly pointier crown. Have you got new headgear? Have you been down the hat shop? That's nice. Oh, okay. Brew has died. Oh my goodness me, how many siblings are left? So crumpet and scone. And that's it. Crumpet, scone and short. Actually, we are quite stressed out. And I know we might well die at some point soon. But perhaps we should go out with one last party. I notice that we can host a feast. So, do you know what? Yeah, why not? There we go. We're going to gain 200 piety. We can't do much with it. And we're going to lose a great big pile of stress. And we're going to have a feast here in Northamptonshire. There we go. And we need to pick somebody to become our Chancellor. Oh, that's a shame. Elswith. I mean, everything's going your way at the moment, isn't it, Elswith? It's been a good few days for you. Okay, let's see if we can survive this party. Because, of course, we are horribly, horribly, woefully ill. You know, if we're that ill, I probably shouldn't be having a party. Okay, and now we are the rightful lady of the County of Jerusalem. Okay, see it done. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting. Short is dying. We've said this a few times. She is on her way out, but now Short has a claim on Jerusalem. Do we end Short's long and glorious reign by taking Jerusalem? I think that would be a very fitting end there. That would be wonderful. Okay, King Mitrofan, the best of all the types of fan. Right, we'll declare war on you, and there are our claims. Okay, so he only owns that land. Why is all that coming up as red? Oh, hang on, is he an ally of the... Oh, that's a bit tedious, isn't it? Okay, do you know what, though? I think we only need to take this. I think we only need to take this, and that will do the job. So yeah, okay, let us, for the final time, I imagine, declare war, but this time it's for Jerusalem. This is big. This is huge. Okay, here we go. Short, one last fight. Come on now, we can do this. Right, set up shop down here, raise all the troops. Come on, Short, you can last. We've got a new perk. I mean, we'll wash our hands. I mean, we could have done with knowing this after we'd handled all that poisonous gold, but okay, that's fine. There we go. We'll try and become a little bit more resistant to illnesses. Right, how many people do we need? He's only got 9,000 people to his name, but he could call in other people. Okay, an affair has been exposed. Okay, Queen Frida of Valencia. Okay, do you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not that bothered. Right, get a few more levies popping in here. Right, there you go. Yes, the Byzantines have joined the fight, so now we are going to need a few more people. So yeah, we'll just watch that number tick up. Can you tick up quicker? Because your Empress is quite unwell. Okay, we're having a chatter with the King of England. Oh, that's nice. Hello. And, okay, do we want to become slightly better friends with him? Do we just want to annoy him? Or do we just want to, become a little bit friendlier with him in that way? Stalk letter writing kind of stuff. No, it's a subject that fascinates me as well. I love investment opportunities. Please tell me more about this scintillating subject. And here we go. The levies are now pouring in. Splendid. That will probably do the job. And then all we need to do is, I think we need to sort of go, oh, hang on. Why are we taking attrition? Why are we taking attrition? Do we need to go to there and siege that down? Why did we take attrition just there? I don't know. And there we go. It's done. And our husband, Vladislav, I think, is feeling really proud. He sorted it out. That is wonderful. We gain... Yeah, I mean, we didn't really do it for the prestige and the opinion, because I think everyone kind of likes us. We did it for the stress loss. I don't know if that's going to actually help at all. Okay, so let's send our 37,000 people down this way. Can't see their troops. There they go. They've got 12,000 people there. So if we siege this down, get rid of that. Wonderful. Then, do we need to go to here? Have they joined in? Oh my goodness me. Every time one of these pops up, I keep thinking, oh no, we're still in. We're still here. Okay, so who are you? You are Siegbert. Are you the sneaky one? Oh, you've got a child at last. Yay. And they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Okay, hang on. How about we just pick after an ancestor? Boris. No, that won't do. Not Boris. Not Boris at all. Humbert. Yeah, we'll have Humbert. I quite like that. That's a good name. There we go, Humbert. And somebody is plotting... yeah, okay, fine. Oh, hang on, no. Ethelred, my own son, is scheming against that courtier. What is wrong with everybody? What is wrong with everybody? Do you just need to go and have a lie down in a dark room for a bit? Oh, my goodness me. Okay, well, let's let the traitor be known. We don't really want to keep that sort of thing secret. Right, so we do this. Here we go. Tea cake. Tea Cake has been asking me for a pet rabbit for a long time, and I told her I would get her one in 3 months if she displayed more focus in her studies. Ever since I made the promise, she has been redoubling the effort of her studies. Oh, that's good. So she's going to keep the trait trusting. So diplomacy up, intrigue down, opinion of other things going up 15. Yes, a legion vassals. She's going down a stewardship route. So she could be content. That's learning up and stress loss down. Or she could be fickle, which is an extra bit of diplomacy and less stewardship. Do you know what? Trusting's pretty good. Diplomacy up, intrigue down, but you're quite good at intrigue anyway, so you can lose a little bit of that. Yeah, become trusting. That's good. I like that. That's all very good. How long is this taking? This is quite a tricky place to siege down by the look of it. Yeah, okay. It is tumbling, though. The days are falling, and there we go. And now I think we need to go to here. Now, do we need to siege this bit down? No. Now we just go to here. This is it. Hang on. Hang on. Can we have us as the commander, please? One last fight. I think this is going to be it. Empress Short, in you go for one last fight. And I imagine it's going to be victorious. There we go. It is victorious. And now we just need to siege this place down. Siege down Jerusalem. It's going to take no time at all. Empress Short, come on. Hold on. Oh, they're coming in. Empress Short, no. Oh, she tried. She tried to hold on as best she could. Once again, we have died in the middle of a war. It keeps happening. But she could not quite see it through to the end. But she did go out fighting, which is absolutely perfect for Empress Short. Oh, Empress Short. It wasn't supposed to be like this. This is all very tragic indeed. There you go. Empress Short of Cupboard has found peace in Christ's embrace in the great tea party in the sky at 75 years of age. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. She died of unknown causes. I rather think it was the poisonous gold. A woman of unparalleled prowess, she finally found an opponent that she could not overpower. Oh, but I bet she tried. I bet she absolutely tried. Death came a-knocking. He came home from his house as she was sat on his doorstep. And, you know, I bet she had a bit of a ruckus with him. You know, she wouldn't have gone easily. Empress Elswith ascends to the throne in possession of fabulous riches. Only time will tell if she'll make the realm thrive or roost on the gold like a dragon. Okay, but there you go. So let's have a look. She died of old age. Yep, cultural head. She was dreaded. Of course she was, because she was not averse to setting fire to people. She was a living legend. She was a religious icon. She was a strategist. She was an overseer. And she only fought in 18 wars. I thought it was going to be more than that. I thought it was going to be more. 16 offensive wars, I mean, that tells you quite a lot, and 2 defensive wars. And one of those was a great holy war. Oh, Empress Short. Well, there we go. It's all very sad. But yep, Elswith has picked everything up. And then in terms of the lineage, yeah, so only 25 years. So not that long, actually, in terms of a reign. But she did accomplish quite a lot. It's not the shortest. Yeah, it's definitely not the shortest reign by any means. But there we go. There we go. Empress Short has passed on. And so it is with great sadness that we must bid farewell to the wonderful Empress Short. And in all honesty, I'm a bit sad. I'm a little bit sad about this because she has been brilliant to play as. It's been wonderful playing as Short. She has been fearsome, she's been terrifying, she's been determined, she's never shied away from a war, she has never backed down in her divine goal of destroying Catholicism. And I like to think that she's been quite ruthless. I mean, she was the first character that we have ever played as that's executed someone. She did like a nice person bomb-fighted, sure, and it didn't trouble her. She wasn't bothered. She didn't really care. If they were non-Tears heathens on the fire, then she was okay with that. It's fine. Just throw a few more on. I mean, bring her a comfy seat and some marshmallows, and she would probably make an evening of it. And of course, she loved a good war. She went out fighting, which was very appropriate. She was a fan of a glorious military campaign, and she added a great deal of land to the empire. When she took over, we didn't control Spain, and we did not control huge parts of Italy. And of course, she has been chipping away at the Holy Roman Empire an awful lot over her reign. She just kept picking on them. It was a little bit of a hobby of hers. And now, of course, that doesn't exist on its own. It's now part of, as it stands right now, the Empire of Cupboard, which is wonderful. So, you know, she's been doing some great work on expanding the empire. But above all else, I think she will be remembered for her devotion to her faith. She was a proper teaist through and through. I imagine if you cut her, she probably bled pure as tea. And that has helped turn Teaism from a fledgling faith through to a very, very powerful and influential one. And I think as she goes off to the great tea room in the sky, that she would be very, very happy with that. So farewell, Empress Short. Let us raise a mug or cup or bucket or whatever drinking receptacle you prefer of tea in her honour. Empress Short, you'll be sadly missed. And so here we go. Let us continue as Empress Elswith. Now, we are in the middle of a fight. I mean, this is very unfortunate, but never mind. Never mind. We're going to get this done, I imagine. But we have all the other stuff that we need to do. So we're currently over our holdings limit, and player heirs need to get married, and there's probably some factions rising against us. Okay, lifestyle. Let's sort out our lifestyle. So it looks like we've gone down stewardship. So let's pick this. Right, administrator. So we've gone down administrator, which is okay. And then we're going down architect. Okay, we don't want avaricious, I don't think. Let's get, I mean, we're pretty good. We're pretty good at generating the money. We're very good at getting money in. So, I mean, do we need wealth focus? Or do we go down stewardship? And that might let us control a little bit more land. Because that gives us plus 3 stewardship. If we go down domain focus, that could be very handy indeed. Get that in. And that means that we could hold more holdings, which could be very useful. Let's go down domain focus. I mean, 10% extra income is nice, but we earn so much money anyway. That's kind of a bit pointless. So, okay, we'll go down domain focus. There we go. I don't think we've ever gone down that before, so that's interesting. And then we need to pick our council. So the Chancellor can be the Queen of Burgundy. Yeah, absolutely. You seem pretty good. 22. Steward, Arnsetel, yep, 27 stewardship. And our Spy Master, oh my goodness me, yes, her. Queen Sifled, 28 intrigue. Yes, please. So we'll have a bit of that, please. Yeah, we've got 18 out of 13 holdings. We're still slightly too much over our holding limit. Never mind. Right, and there's various other bits and bobs that we need to sort out. However, let's sort out this particular fight first. So yeah, the first thing that we're going to get involved in is hopefully winning this war in a number of days. Now, of course, this is going to be a bit longer now. We're not quite as good at sieging things down. All sorts of factions are going to pop up against us. Let's just get this sorted first. Let's deal with this war, and then we'll sort other stuff out. Queen Frida has been... Oh, crikey. Okay, Queen Frida has been writing letters to the Stork with Archbishop Stephen of Valencia. Okay, it's fine. That's a matter for you lot to deal with. We're back as the dynasty head, which is nice. And somebody's coming to talk to us about drainage. Well, that's a change of pace, isn't it? We've gone from, yay, loads of war and fighting and brilliant stuff to somebody talking about, sorting out the drainage in the lower field. Some months ago, Reeve Hakon began an elaborate effort to clear marshland for settlement in Norman Cross. Heavy ploughs and fresh ditches make the ground firm, but it is slow work. He's written to the steward to request that his levy duties be reduced. Being anxious to complete the works for next harvest, he hopes to instead recruit soldiers for labour. Okay, take all the commoners you need. Eldom of Huntingdonshire has 50% less levy size, but development growth goes up. Yeah, that's fine. We can cope with that. We're earning 167.2 gold per turn. I don't think that's going to be much of a problem. They're coming in and fighting us again, and I think that is it. The war is sorted. Here we go. So there we go. Look, we're gonna finish the war that our mum started. I think Short would be quite happy to see this actually go our way. Yeah, 100%, because we've got the one thing we need. Enforce those demands. So there we go. We have Jerusalem under our control. Splendid stuff. Now, of course, this has come our way. It's come our way because it was a claim that I imagine we've inherited from Short. So these are now also being controlled by us. So we do need to do something with our holdings because, yes, it's not really working properly, is it? But let's disband all the troops. So get rid of those. And now let's just have a quick look around. Now let's go and see what we've got going on. So what is going on with us? How are we? Health is fine. That's pretty good. We are a bit obese, which is a severe health penalty. So we might need to try and work on that. Blade Master, yeah. Administrator, we've got the Consecrated Blood. Eager Reveler. We are a genius. We're pretty. We're hale. We've got Reckless in terms of Commander trait. And we're Midas Touched, which is very good. So 28 Stewardship. Gregarious, that's pretty good for diplomacy. And we're Gluttonous, so that's not quite as good for Stewardship. But she's got 28, so it's still pretty good. We lose a bit more stress. And of course, that gets us some lovely piety. And we are brave, which is wonderful. Okay, that's pretty good. And then, what is going on with secrets and things? So we've discovered a secret to murder this person, this chappy here, this random courtier who's just sort of stood about, who is our cousin's husband. I don't know why they want to murder him. I mean, he is quite good. He's very good. I assume there is a rival. Our sister-in-law. Okay, hang on a minute. Are you married to Gwina? Yeah, so the sister-in-law is a rival to this chappie. And then our brother is now involved as well. Okay, that seems a bit silly. But okay. And, you've got a hook on us. Reeve Ragnwald of Wigmore. I don't know where that is. Where is Wigmore? Whereabouts in the world is this? It's right over there. You apparently have a hook on us for some reason. Don't quite know why, but okay. Right, so that's the thing. And then, hang on. Council. Are you working on, yes, domestic affairs? That's very good. You're not working on converting anything over to Teaism. Buckinghamshire. Go over and become Teaist, please. That will be quite good. You're working on development. Okay, right. So everybody in the council is doing what they're supposed to be doing. How are we looking for factions? So that's just peasants. That's peasants, but with help from the King of Estonia. Okay, can we send him a gift? 157 money. We've got. I think we've just about got that. He gains 48 opinion of us. So hopefully he'll then realise that's all very silly and stop doing all that kind of nonsense. That's just peasants. That's peasants supported by the Queen of Valencia. Okay, we'll send you a gift. 206 gold, 62 opinion. Okay, that's helped quite considerably. And then we have a Liberty faction. Now this could be a problem. This could be a bit of a problem. Okay, what we'll do is we'll sway her because she is the one that's proving to be the most troublesome. She's providing the most military power to this faction here. So we'll try and sway her and we'll send a gift. And do you know what? We'll send gifts to all of these people because it's not like we're short of a few quid. So if we just give people great big piles of lovely, lovely money. I mean, I assume the gift is a great big pile of gold. I guess maybe we could send some tea with it as well, I guess. There we go. Splendid. And then, yeah, there was that one at the top. So that's just Margarita on the French throne. What? Who are you? I don't know who you are. You're Archbishop Margarita. Oh, you're Bru's. Yeah, you're Bru's daughter, or one of them. Okay, so yeah, you're our cousin, but they think you should be. They should be what? The Empress of France. Oh, okay. No, that's not going to happen. No, that's just nonsense. Right, and then send you a gift. Okay, so we've spent quite a bit of money, although it doesn't. You can't tell from up there. So that's all sorted. Right, so hopefully those factions will clear off in time. Okay, what are our current standings up here? So level of fame is illustrious, and we're working toward exalted among men. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're getting almost 30 prestige per month. That's a little bit silly, isn't it? Okay, that's good. And then piety, we are getting 5 per month, and we're a devoted servant right now. Paragon of Virtue is next, and then religious icons after that. Okay, so we're not quite there with the whole piety thing. Now, what we are going to need to do is we're going to need to get Elspeth here up to being a whatever it is, a religious icon, the top level of piety. Because if we go to here, if we look at mending the Great Schism, there's all sorts of things there. Hang on, there's extra things. If we look at mending the Great Schism, we can control all the land, and that's fine. And we've got 4 of the 5 counties we need. That's all very lovely, but we need to have our level of devotion as a religious icon, or above, it says. Hang on, can you go higher than religious icon? I don't think you can. I think that's the top, isn't it? The 5th and highest possible level of devotion. Yeah, so we need to become a religious icon, or else we can control all these counties all we like, but nothing's going to happen. So we need to make sure that, that's quite good that she gets the extra 2 piety from being gluttonous. That's quite good. And she's pretty clever. So she gets 1.4 piety per month just from being sort of clever. However, are you a pilgrim? No, you are not. You're not a pilgrim. How are you for stress? No stress. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to lose weight because we'll gain 40 stress, but we will try and lose some weight. So let's try and sort that out because that's a bit of a health penalty from being obese, and we don't really want that kind of thing. So there we go. So that'll do. Right. Physician. Okay, I forget that it kind of gets rid of the physicians. Okay, right. Now, is our previous physician still here? Yes, you. Well, you can just carry on. Carry on being the physician, please, because you're actually quite good at it. Apparently, you're our rival. Okay, I'm not entirely sure it's wise having our rival as the physician. Can we just become your friend? Can we send you a lovely gift? We'll send you a great big pile of money, and hopefully you'll like us a bit more. And then if we do need treatment, you're less likely to, kill us. And we have ourselves 10 prisoners. We've got 10 prisoners. We didn't take that much land, did we? Oh my goodness me. Okay, right, well, let's go and let all these people out. And that leaves 2 people in the prison. We have ourselves this chappie here, Heribert von Treven. So he is zealous. So So he's not going to convert over. He will not go over from Catholicism to Teaism. However, I don't know if Elspeth here is quite as fond of setting people on fire as her mother was. I think she might just let him go with a hook. Hang on, do you want to recruit him for any reason? He's quite good as a commander. He's quite good as a commander, but I don't think we want to employ him. No, it's fine. We'll let you out. And then there's our sister. Our evil sister who has betrayed our mother by killing her way too early. So, yeah, do you know what, sister of ours? You can just stay there. You can stay in prison because you can't cause any trouble from there. Because, yeah, if you're out, you could be plotting against us and trying to murder us and all that sort of stuff. But, yeah, where you are, yeah, we can keep an eye on you. And we can make sure that you are definitely not trying to kill us. How is your health? It is poor. And, yeah, look, you've got the murderer thing. You've illegally brought about someone's demise. I mean, I rather suspect it was the Empress of the Empire. But okay, there we go. Right, we'll leave you in there. And now I think we should sort out our holdings. So, of course, we want all these holdings here. That's absolutely fine. I'm quite happy with having those. We want to have Rome, because Rome is a good one to have. Do we also want to control Jerusalem down here? It might be a good idea for us to actually keep hold of these, and we could start improving these and stuff. We could make these a bit better. Although they're not too bad. They're not too bad right now. But what other stuff does she have? She was the queen of something, wasn't she? The Queen of Bavaria? Yeah, the Queen of Bavaria. So maybe we give that to somebody else, because we don't need to be the Queen of Bavaria anymore. So let's grant that. I imagine that includes a lot of the counties that you're looking after. I imagine. Earldom of... Yeah, she's got all these earldoms, of course, yeah, and loads of duchies and stuff. So how about we just give that to somebody else? Why don't we just say, yes, Bavaria, grant this to another person. How about we grant this to... I mean, Ethelred he's trying to kill various family members. What about... Hang on. Who's good at the money? Because she'd probably go for that. And who's not? Hang on a minute. Who's from the Cupboard dynasty? There we go. Splendid. Who would like this? Who's not already got some stuff? You're quite good. Maria Edmundstatter Cupboard Launceston. My goodness me. Yeah, 18 stewardship. You're not very good at fighting, though. You're not very good at fighting. This chappie here's good. He's chaste. He's forgiving. He's a bit impatient, but his stats are pretty good. He's pretty good. And he is directly of House Cupboard. He's directly of House Cupboard. He's not of, House Cupboard, Launceston, or House, whatever they are, House Rose, House Oxford, all these kind of weird ones. He's actually just directly from House Cupboard. Yeah, you can have it. Why not? Why not? Or do we give it to one of our relatives? Do we give it to one of our brothers or sisters, possibly? I mean, yeah, not him. They've already got stuff to look after, though, haven't they? So, yeah, these two have already got some land. But that would make them... It would make them a queen. That would be quite nice. Do you want to give one of our sisters a lovely present? Maybe Judith. She's quite fighty. Why don't we give this to her? Here we go, Judith. We're going to grant you some titles. So, yes, enjoy the Kingdom of Bavaria and everything else that's under it. There you go. You can have all of that stuff. Splendid. And that earldom there as well. There you go. You can have all of those things. That's very good. So not the actual empire title itself, but the Kingdom of Bavaria and loads of other stuff. So grant you those titles. Splendid. So there we go. It's now Queen Judith. Nice crown. And then that means that we're now under our limit. Yeah, splendid. So 11 out of the 13 holdings. So we're not suffering penalties and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I mean, we've got a great big pile of money. We've got a great big pile of money. Why don't we go down here and just do a little bit of investment down here? So what about if we get ourselves... What do the watchtowers do? If we upgrade that. Defender advantage +8. Now, we are going to get attacked for this, I imagine, quite a few times. So how about we upgrade the watchtowers? Just make us a little bit better. And then over here as well, what can we do here? We can't do anything there. And we can't do anything there because that's maxed. Is that maxed out? That temple is as good as it could actually be. The temple and all the grounds with it are at total maximum level. That's quite impressive. We could build another holding. We could construct something down here just to make the most of the land. Yeah, all right. How about we make a new... Oh, hang on. What's that? We will not hold city holdings. We will not hold temple holdings. No, that's fine. That gets us 500 piety, and Teaism's further increases by 1. And it's only 380 gold. Let's build another temple. Get another temple set up down there, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to upgrade some of our holdings. Let's make them shinier and better. Okay, so that's a 6. So in Northampton we will get, whatever that is, militia barracks. So we'll do that. However, a few people in the comments have pointed out that when we go in here and we start upgrading our holdings, we only ever upgrade the kind of the primary holding, like the castle kind of bit. There are all these other bits as well. There's Peterborough, look. So we've got that, but Peterborough is completely maxed out. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, Peterborough is as good as it can be. And then we have Kettering, the temple in Kettering, which again is as good as it can be. That's very impressive. Good job. Wow, okay, right, I'm very impressed. And then here we will upgrade. Let's get the wall sorted. Okay, and there, can we upgrade anything? No, and no. It looks like everywhere else is really good, and then the things that we control are not quite as good. That's a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? Right, upgrade the walls there. Can we do anything there? No, there, no, and there, no. Okay. Leicestershire looking pretty good. Nottinghamshire. How about we upgrade whatever the forest forts are? There you go. Crenellated rampart walls. The best type of rampart walls. So we'll have that. And can we upgrade anything there? No, and there. No. Okay. Okay. They've been doing some great work sorting out all the temples and things. I'm very impressed. There we go. Get some better walls going on. That's as good as it can be. That's as good as it can be. I kind of feel like I've let the side down here. Oh dear. Right. Better pastures. That's top. That's top. Worcester. Better fields. Yes, please. Bit more money coming in. Not that we're short, but it's fine. Aha. We can do something here. There you go. Let's upgrade the city. Let's get that upgraded. And the temple is as good as it can be. This place, better walls, and that's looking pretty maxed out. I think that's it, is it? Shrewsbury. Oh, no, Shrewsbury. Okay, let's get some better pastures going on, and that's maxed, and that's maxed. Okay, or is that building something? Oh, no, that's been loaned out to the to a holy order. Okay, that's fine. Now, did a place have an empty... Did I see a place with an empty slot to build something? Did I see that? Might have been making it up, possibly. Yeah, I thought there might have been an empty slot somewhere, but... Okay, never mind, never mind. So that's that bit done. And then let's just pop down to Rome. Hello, Rome. And yeah, let's get that upgraded there. That's probably the last thing. That city's as good as it can be. That's amazing. That could be improved. Hooray, we found a temple that we can improve. Yeah, get some blacksmiths into the regimental grounds. That's quite nice. And more... No, we've got blacksmiths in that one. Officers' lodgings, they sound nice. And then let's get some nice windmills. Let's get some consolidated land holdings, because who doesn't want those? Although, to be fair, Elswith, she loves the admin. So, she probably does really enjoy a bit of consolidated land holding. Control in Jerusalem is relatively low. I think we might need to send the marshal in to sort that out. Because, that's in the red. That's not good. That's not going to help us at all. So there you go. Ethelred, you go in and just, try and sort everybody out a little bit. Let's wrestle control back from the populace. And let's take a quick look at our vassals and what they think of us. Now, this is very encouraging. Arnsatel thinks we're brilliant. Sifled thinks we're brilliant. Bertrand likes us. She likes us. They like us. Yeah, we're pretty popular. We are pretty popular with our vassals, which is very, very encouraging. Because, of course, if you're not popular with your vassals, then they can start doing all sorts of kind of, faction things. But it looks like they all are on board, more or less. A few of them, I think, might be slightly less fond of us, but there are no negatives in there at all. There are no minuses. In fact, we're very popular. They like us an awful lot. Maybe she could like us a bit more. Let's chuck some money her way. Oh, I've already sent her some money. Oh, okay, let's not do that again. And there we go. That'll slowly start ticking up. And, of course, people are going to have the minus modifier for a short reign, aren't they? Minus 17, because we've not been in charge very long. So, of course, people will be even more fond of us the longer we actually stay in charge. And now I think it's time for Empress Elswith to go on a pilgrimage. Because it doesn't look like she's been on a pilgrimage yet, which is a bit strange. That is unexpected, I'll be completely honest. I thought she might have done that by now. Because, she's Teaist, and she's not cynical about it, so she's a proper Teaist. So yeah, we'll get her to go on a nice pilgrimage. We've got the money for it. It's a bit weird that we're going on a pilgrimage to a place that she is effectively in charge of. We're going to go on a pilgrimage to just here, which is a bit weird because, we already look after this. So that seems slightly obscure. But let's see, shall we? Let's see. Maybe we get different decisions. I do not know. So go on a pilgrimage. It's going to cost us a load of money. That's absolutely fine. So yes, the site at Jerusalem, it's an exceptionally long pilgrimage. Unless we start in Jerusalem, which we control. And then it'll be, not quite as long. We might as well do it properly. Because, of course, we need to get up to being a religious icon so we can do the whole mending of the Great Schism thing. So, yes, let us go on a nice pilgrimage. So, okay, cheerio, we're off, bye-bye now, we'll see you in a bit. Oh dear, pilgrimage, loss of companions. For every week that passes, my fellowship grows even smaller. Some have gone as far as they can before the need to return home overtakes them. Others have met with less fortunate ends. That sounds somewhat ominous. Most worrying is the fact that my group of personal guards is thinning out at an alarming rate. That fact alone shows what a treacherous journey this can be. Okay, so what can we do? 300 money to get some foreign guards. Prowess +2, levy size up, or all I need is the protection of God, divine protection. So diplomacy per level of devotion +1, intrigue per level of devotion -1, monthly piety goes up. Now, of course, ideally, we'd choose that one. We'd go, yay, monthly piety up. That means we can mend the Great Schism a bit quicker. But I don't know whether she'd choose that. I don't know whether she'd choose that particularly. What's this one? So yeah, foreign guards. Foreign guards. I mean, she's gregarious. She likes spending time with other people. I think she'd just get a load more people. I don't think she'd like the fact that she's wandering around on her own. So, yes, as good as it would be to get extra piety, I don't think that's what Elswith would do. So let's spend a little bit of money and get some foreign guards. There we go. So we're a little bit better defended on our pilgrimage. Well, this isn't supposed to happen. This is not what's supposed to happen at all. We've become ill. Oh dear me, I've not taken well to this travel. Perhaps it is the strange lands filled with unfamiliar air, or perhaps my furs are not warm enough. Either way, my cough has been persistent for weeks, and this morning I could barely muster the strength to get out of bed. Do I even have the strength to continue onwards? Yes, this is no time to give up. You are going to do this. You're not going to go home. You're going to absolutely trek on. You're going to do this. I mean, okay, you're a bit poorly. It's fine. It's fine. A severe penalty. Your health is fine right now. It is okay. So, yeah, it could be a lot worse. And there we go. We've arrived. I mean, I'd like to think, even though we're ill, we could have put on some better clothes to arrive at Jerusalem. But there we go. As the bishop offers me blessings, I reflect on everything that had to happen for God to bring me here at this moment in time. I have walked the holy path. So we get ourselves 875 piety just right now, which is brilliant. So that will get us... Will that get us over the line? Yes, I think it will. That will make us a paragon of virtue. And then it's just working up to religious icon. This could work out brilliantly. Okay, I've walked the holy path, and yes, we're going to get pilgrim as well, which means we get 10% extra monthly piety. So currently 5.8, we're now going to get 6.2. So there we go. That's pretty good. We're a pilgrim, and level of devotion has gone up. So yeah, what do we need now? We need just short of 4,000 piety. Yeah, that's quite a lot of piety we need to get there. Okay, fine. Well, we'll try and do what we can to get that ticking up. And we've returned home. There we go. So we're back home. Again, doesn't look like Northampton. I don't quite remember the mountains in the background of Northampton, but, you know, maybe they've added them in while you've been away. Oh, yeah, there were some different decisions to make, wasn't there? There were an extra couple of them, although it looks like one of them has gone. It was something to do with Austria. It was something to do with rebuild the Duchy of Austria or something like that. I don't quite remember what it was. But, okay, there is restore the Roman Empire, which is certainly interesting. Okay, so what does this do? The Roman Empire will be restored and acquire the de jure of all currently held empires. So what we do is we'd get the Roman Empire title, but then it would destroy all the other empires. So yeah, Empire of Cupboard, Francia, Scandinavia, all the other empires would be annihilated from existence and replaced with one gigantic Roman Empire. Oh my goodness me, that's a bit crazy. And then we get the trait Augustus. So 0.5 prestige per month and vassal opinion up by 10. I mean, that's quite nice. I don't want to destroy the Empire of Cupboard. I can't do that. That's not something I want to do. How difficult is it? Oh, it's quite tricky to do. We need to control lots and lots and lots of land. Okay, so we've got a few bits and bobs, but yeah, we'd need to get loads more land. Okay, that's unlikely to happen. I don't really want to lose the Empire of Cupboard. So let's not do that, as exciting as it sounds. We won't be doing that. How are we doing on Dynasty of Many Crowns? Has that changed at all? No. We need 10 people to be independent rulers who were kings or emperors or whatever, and we've got 2. So, yeah, that's a little way off, never mind. This is good to see, though. Factions are giving up as we've paid them off, and they're realising that we're actually okay. Yep, various factions are just kind of giving up, which is splendid. Okay, we must be someone's guardian. Okay, Ormond I assume you are our son. Okay, you're pretty good. You're pretty good, so you're bossy, honest, and gluttonous. Okay, I was shocked when I caught Ormond trying to steal from the travel chest of the visiting Queen Frida. He confessed he thought he'd get away with it, but now he knows it was wrong. Okay, so what are you doing? You're going down stewardship. Okay, and honesty is going to get you +2 diplomacy, -4 intrigue. Cover it up as deceitful. That's not going to be good. And then we've got humble. Humble is piety. Do you know what? For you, honest seems pretty good. Honest seems pretty good. Although you're bossy, which is a bit weird. But yeah, keep honest, please. I think that suits you. That suits you pretty well. How are we gonna manage our children? You're 22. Okay, so you don't need a guardian. You're Princess Anna II. You're the amazing Anna. Okay, right. So you don't need a guardian either. However, do all these need guardians? Yeah, you need a guardian, but that's us. Okay, that's fine. So we're looking after Sealflad. Then we've got Ormond Red, who we know we're looking after because we just made a decision. So then who else have we got? We've got ourselves Short, another Short. Okay, who can educate you? Who can educate you? You're going down a diplomacy education, which seems pretty good. So, yeah, her, Enswith. 19 learning, 17 diplomacy. So yes, please, you do that. And then over here, Bjorthgith, or Bjortgith, how you pronounce that, you also need a bit of education. You've not actually got an education focus yet. What are you? Pensive. So stewardship and learning. Okay. Base of stewardship is 2. Base of learning is 2. I mean, either or. Who knows which way you're going to go? Let's have a look. Who can we get in? Who can we get in that is incredibly good at the old learning there? That's our physician. But our physician is our rival and she hates us. Also, she's a sadist. Maybe not that. Maybe we get in the person that's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Stewardship and learning. We've not got a good combo. Hang on. Who's got quite good learning, but also fairly good stewardship? Our husband. That would make sense. He's got 14 learning and 12 stewardship. That's probably about as good as we're going to do. So there we go. Let's make sure that the children are being educated. And there we go. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for us to recover from our temporary bout of illness. And there we go. As I woke this morning and saw rays of sunshine falling through my window, it took me a moment to realise I'd slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I did not wake up coughing once. I'm glad to be well again. We've lost the ill trait. Okay, there we go. So I think what we'll do is we will finish up for now because, my goodness me, a lot of stuff has kind of gone on in terms of in-game, in the dynasty and stuff. I don't think time has moved on very much. I don't think time has moved on very much at all. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of sort of admin and sorting things out and choosing people and negotiating, different heirs and things like that. So yeah, we've had some very important decisions to make. And of course, we have seen the very, very sad death of our beloved Empress Short, who was taken too soon. She was taken too soon by the evil Queen Herogith. I mean, now to think about it, we were going to play as her at one point. She's horrible. She's evil. I mean, it says evil planet. The clues were there, but that's not good. That's not good, Queen Herogith. You brought about the end of a wonderful reign of a fantastic person just way too soon. Way too soon. Because, I want to see how long Short could reign. I mean, had Herogith not intervened, would Short have made it to 80 years old? I don't know. I mean, she was certainly sort of getting that way. She was trying her best and clinging on. So we'll never know. We will never, ever know. But there we go. So Herogith locked away, still in the dungeon. Still in the dungeon. Her health is poor because, she's in a dungeon. Everything, that's not good for you. So, yeah, she can stay in there because she's horrible. And, so begins the hopefully wonderful and successful reign of Empress Elswith. But we shall see what happens next time out because, we've only just sort of started. We need to kind of get her bedded in a little bit and, maybe start doing some more military conquests. I noticed down here bits of Hungary are now looking Hungary is looking pretty good. If we could get our hands on Hungary, that'd be nice. And then, yes, what remains of the Holy Roman Empire is sort of over here and over here. So we could go and get our hands on those as well. So there are probably lots and lots of wars that we could go and fight. But yes, we'll do all that kind of stuff next time out. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, then please do leave a like. That would be most splendid indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Crusader Kings 3. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Move out of the way, friend. I'm going to completely ignore you and do some comment moderating. Kung Fu Croquet. Maria, you've broken my heart. There you go, some more flowers that I stored on the back of my pants. Lovely. There we go. As you can see, I'm having the wildest of times. Enormous banana massacre.